Average ticket prices across Britain went up by 3.4% today, leading to outrage at the cabinet minister. But fury at Mr Grayling spilled over after it was revealed he had travelled to Qatar this morning. On a diplomatic trip, Shadow Transport Secretary Andy McDonald claimed the timing of the twoday visit smacks of a man running scared as the cost of train tickets rose. He said passengers and taxpayers deserve better than a failing transport secretary who refuses to defend his track record. Fury at Mr Grayling spilled over after it was revealed he had travelled to Qatar this morning, and Mikash, General Secretary of the Rail, Maritime and Transport Union, said passengers will draw their own conclusions from Mr Grayling's decision to head off for a trip to the Qatari sunshine. But Mr Grayling has blasted union bosses and Labour MPs for the accusation, defending his decision to venture out to the Middle East while also passing blame onto the opposition. Mr Grayling said Labour is getting in the way of establishing cheaper rates for season ticket holders. He said it was important that during parliamentary recess ministers go to other countries where there are business opportunities. Andy McDonald claimed the timing of the visit smacks of a man running scared. Mr Grayling said this increase was announced a month ago, and I've done radio interviews about it and answered questions in the House of Commons, so I don't think I've shirked the issue. I think it is really important that we get out and try to win business for Britain. Today, my presence in the country wouldn't make any difference, but I can make a difference trying to help Britain get more jobs. He went on to note transport projects including renovations to London Bridge Station and the building of the city's cross-rail network needed the extra funding. Mr Grayling said, something has to pay for that, and the question is, do we ask the fare payers to pay for part of the cost the taxpayer generally pays for a lot of it, or do we put all the cost on the taxpayer? The increase is higher than I would wish. I think we need to move to the lower form of inflation. There are two big barriers to that. One is that it involves unpicking long-term contracts, and I have started the process of looking at how best we do that. The other is, I'm afraid, the unions and the Labour Party. Protests were held outside around 40 stations to mark the biggest increase since 2013. Members of the Rail, Maritime and Transport RMT union handed out chocolates to sweeten the bitter pill of the price increase. Paul Plummer, the chief executive of the Rail Delivery Group, which represents train operators, said nobody wants to see fares going up, but insisted the increase is necessary to improve the network. Mr Grayling said Labour is getting in the way of establishing cheaper rates. Said all we can do is make sure we invest to improve as fast as we possibly can. We've had decades of underinvestment which we are now addressing and have been consistently over the last few years, but it takes time. We need that money from fares to be able to afford that investment. Many season tickets have gone up by more than £100, including in Prime Minister Theresa May's constituency of Maidenhead, where an annual pass to London rose by £104 from £2,988 to £3,092. Other commuter routes that are now more expensive include Liverpool to Manchester, up £108 from £3,044 to £3,152, Neath to Cardiff up £56 from £1,652 to £1,708, and Elgin to Inverness up £100 from £2,804 to £2,904.